All aboard! Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now, the news for March 4th, 2020. And of course, it's a serious story now that I realize I have this hat on. Anyway, we'll continue onward. With confirmed cases of coronavirus in Florida and California, the Disney Parks Division has had to enact heightened sanitation measures across the parks. In an official statement to People magazine, the Disney spokesperson addressed coronavirus concerns and the steps the company was taking to keep their parks clean and their guests and cast members safe. Quote, "We have very stringent sanitation procedures in place at Walt Disney World Resort. We are in close contact with health agencies for information and guidance, and at this time we are continuing to communicate to our cast the importance of preventative measures such as frequent hand washing and rigorous cleaning processes. For guest convenience, we have placed additional hand sanitizers throughout our parks and resorts, and will adjust our protocols as the situation warrants. We'll, of course, be keeping our eyes on developments here in Florida and in California, as well as Paris and Tokyo, Shanghai, and Hong Kong regarding the outbreak of the coronavirus and the effect it will have on Disney Parks operations." Cinderella Castle is slated to get a makeover this summer at the Magic Kingdom. Showtimes for Mickey's Royal Friendship Fair have been reduced to accommodate work on the castle. Starting on March 9th, the Royal Friendship Fair will only have 3 shows a day at 5:15, 6:30, and 7:30 p.m. Additional showtimes may be added to the schedule if work allows. We'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. It seems the grim-grinning ghosts of the Magic Kingdom are refusing to come out to socialize, as the famed Haunted Mansion has been plagued with an undisclosed technical issue since Monday night when guests had to be evacuated from the ride. The attraction never opened on Tuesday and has not opened today. Haunted Mansion is listed as temporarily closed on the My Disney Experience app. We spoke to cast members of the location on Tuesday. They said the outlook seemed grim. Guest relations cast members say that the closure would last a total of 3 days, although that all depends on how quickly ride maintenance crews can get the ride back up and running. Guests with fast passes for the mansion will likely receive a multiple experience fast pass as a replacement for those. The 2020 EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival blossomed today at Walt Disney World. This year's event features delectable bites at outdoor kitchens as well as dozens of world-renowned Disney-themed topiaries. In addition, exclusive festival merchandise is now available for purchase. Collections include the Orange Bird, Minnie, Mickey, and Spike the Bee are dotted all over the Epcot shops, from spirit jerseys to mugs, mouse ears, a new Wishables collection, Dooney and Burke's bags, watering cans, and so much more. All of this, and there's a ton, which is why we're not showing it all on the show, is on our website at wdwnt.com. You can check it all out. Get all the prices, find out where to buy everything, etc. The Goodness Garden Butterfly House is a new home this year between the Land and Imagination pavilions. Upon entering the garden, we were met with a butterfly topiary. A bright teal tarp forms an entryway with a small chain curtain in place to keep the butterflies from roaming beyond the garden. And as is customary with the opening day of the festival, there were large numbers of guests walking through the garden with butterflies floating all around, as one might think. That being said, years when it's cold, sometimes they're just not there yet. They haven't come out of their cocoons. Various houses are present with cocoons that will sprout even more butterflies throughout the festival. Check out a full video tour of that right here on our YouTube channel. EPCOT promotes the Pineapple Promenade Kitchen for the 2020 Flower and Garden Festival as the, quote, "get your tropical fruit fix from the tart and tangy to the sweetest frozen treats." With a menu full of pineapple and berry-based dishes and beverages, these items should hit the sweet spot. We should add that while the Honey Bistro didn't open with the other outdoor kitchens today, the Spike the Bee Sipper from that booth did move to the Pineapple Promenade. Currently, the Sipper sells for $15 and does not come with a drink, likely because the drink that it was supposed to come with is at the Honey Bistro, which didn't open. Another surprise was the appearance of a festival-exclusive Spike Spork. The Spork, which sells for $2.50, features Spike on a flower with the festival logo on the Spork's handle. It's available at multiple of those outdoor kitchens. Back for its second year at the Flower and Garden Festival, we have the Flavorful Kitchen presented by Advent Health, with many dishes featuring healthy ingredients presented in interesting and flavorful ways. We're excited to try almost entirely new menu at this kitchen. Meanwhile, the Refreshment Port, a year-round kiosk at Epcot, has debuted some new menu items, including a popsicle trio. For every food festival at Epcot, the funnel cake kiosk always cooks up something special, and this festival was no exception either. And this year, the kiosk is serving up a mini funnel cake with lemon cheesecake ice cream, blueberries, and of course, topped with powdered sugar. Check out reviews for all of these outdoor kitchens and more at wdwnt.com. The East parking lot security screening area has opened at EPCOT. There are still large construction walls on the right side, ushering you into the new screening area. A whole new structure was erected for this side of the park, letting guests who park on the east parking lot to walk over to be screened and ultimately head out over to the turnstiles through here instead of walking all the way over to the right side. The area is fully covered, featuring signage with the new EPCOT stylized font. The sides of the screening area are flanked by dark green security envelope fences, keeping guests who've been screened within the envelope and those who have yet to go through it outside. We've counted 14 new screeners over 7 new bays, but only one was open this morning. We would assume they're just figuring out the area. First time using it. The restrooms on the east side of Spaceship Earth reopened to guests yesterday. With the current lack of restrooms throughout Future World, these are much needed at this point. The restrooms closed for some refreshing and are looking nice and clean currently. Along with the reopening of these restrooms comes a new path lined with some new construction walls. The walls feature some awesome new art from the movie Big Hero 6. Of course, Big Hero 6 characters will appear in the Play Pavilion when it opens next year. Today marked the debut of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway finally at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Funny enough, I have a conductor hat like this that was sold at a D23 event. And I looked at it last night. I was like, oh, on the back of it, it says opening 2019, forgetting how many times this ride was delayed. But nonetheless, it is now open. And we, of course, have an in-depth look at the attraction after finally having ridden it for ourselves. The updated Chinese theater facade featuring the neon marquee is now illuminated for the grand opening. To the left, you have the entrance for Fast Pass, and to the right, you have Standby. As you walk into the Chinese theater, you walk past backlit posters. These are actually screens. There are screens with rolling different posters of various Mickey Mouse shorts, including Potato Land, Split Decision, and of course the attraction's premiere short, Perfect Picnic. Inside, the bright red and gold hues of the classic theater are still very much alive as cast members welcome you to the premiere. Instead of a majestic score, the queue has wacky xylophone music and various pieces related to the different shorts. Once inside the pre-show, you get to watch the start of the Perfect Picnic. Goofy then shows up on the screen aboard the Run-Amok Railroad and offers to meet Mickey and Minnie at the Run-Amok Park. And I won't ruin what happens, but somehow a pie causes an explosion, and you are then able to go and travel through the screen. And then you are in the cartoon, and you can get aboard a Run-Amok Railway train, just like this toy one we got right here. Just like that. Although there's more cars to it. Each car features 2 rows and can fit 3 to 4 passengers each with a golden lap bar that you pull down yourself. Do note that guests in wheelchairs will have to transfer into the ride vehicles. I know I spoke to some guests today who watched the show who were very upset about this. It is, especially with a trackless ride system, it's weird that Disney didn't build a special load area for guests with special needs, considering that's an easy thing to do with a trackless ride. I think it's very weird that they didn't do that. You, of course, can get a full POV ride-through of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway right here on our YouTube channel. Along with the new attraction opening, guests can now purchase new merchandise inspired by Mickey and Minnie's wacky cartoon world. If you recall, there's no exit gift shop, but they did put a little, I don't even know what to call this like prefab shed is at the exit of the attraction. It has all of the merchandise. Opening day and pass holder merchandise could be found at Once Upon a Time on Sunset Boulevard. The new attractions collection features multiple shirts for adults and children, plus a glow-in-the-dark pass holder shirt. For the kids, there's a light-up Twister wand, toy train, train whistle, Mickey and Minnie plush, and a new Wishables set. Or if you're an adult, I have those things, but thank you to whoever condescended writing that story today. A Goofy Conductor ear hat is also available. There's a Nothing Can Stop Us Now ear headband, Mickey or Minnie sequin ear headbands also, pins, magic bands, mugs, keychains, ornaments, and more. You can check out the entire collection at WDWNT.com. The new Perfect Picnic Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway ear hat designed by Imagineer Kevin Rafferty will be released tomorrow, March 5th at the Walt Disney World Resort and online at shopdisney.com. This colorful ear hat features Mickey and Minnie Mouse in the setting of Perfect Picnic, the cartoon featured in the attraction, and continues to delight as it lights up with bursting fireworks by the flip of a switch. The back of the ear hat features the saying, "Nothing Can Stop Us Now," which is the song, and displays a picturesque car ride inside the hat itself. Celebrating the opening of this latest project, Kevin Rafferty will appear at Stage 1 Company Store in Hollywood Studios to sign the newest ear hat, as well as his book, Magic Journey, My Fantastical Walt Disney Imagineering Career. It'll be on March 5th from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. At the Mickey Shorts Theater, an extension of the fun of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at Hollywood Studios, you can catch a fun new animated short, relax in air conditioning, and then follow up with some fun photo ops based on some of the shorts. Black and red pillars line the entrance, topped with rings of neon light, and a digital wait time sign is located on the ceiling with Art Deco styling and lettering. Once inside, guests will see the brand new short Vacation Fun, which does have some new animation, but is mostly just a clip show of past shorts. There is a cool animated version of Walt Disney World that appears in that, though. You'll want to check out. The automated exit doors got the Mickey Shorts treatment as well, and all along the theater's exit area are different photo ops you can pose with, including Potato Land and much, much more. This is a cute cartoon, and you can watch the full Vacation Fun cartoon right here on our YouTube channel. While Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is already offering a much simpler way than Rise of the Resistance to experience the attraction, thanks to standby and fast pass queues, it's worth noting that it is not set to take part in the extra magic hours offerings at Hollywood Studios. So Rise of the Resistance and Runaway Railway not part of extra magic hours, at least for the time being. Of course, Hollywood Studios is not offering morning extra magic hours at this time, only evening, but again, note, both of these new attractions will not be offered during those. A new game has been added to the Play Disney Parks app at Walt Disney World just in time for the grand opening of the Runaway Railway and as well the Mickey Shorts Theater. Using the Disney Play app, you can access in-park games, including the new edition Mickey and Minnie's Trivia Time, Mouse Rules Apply. You can see icons over the Chinese Theater and the Mickey Shorts Theater. The game involves trivia about Mickey and his friends, but sadly, it is only for one player. As you answer trivia questions, you'll get closer to opening up an Egyptian sarcophagus, helping Minnie knit new clothes, or even helping Donald avoid bad luck. This new edition might not be quite as interactive as some of the other Play Disney Parks app games, but it'll certainly help pass the time while waiting in line, which did get to 300 minutes at one point today for Runaway Railway. In celebration of the opening of the ride, a new treat was quietly added to the menu of the Trolley Car Cafe at Hollywood Studios. It's a blueberry pie, which of course is a perfect picnic food. Actually is an item that causes quite a bit of chaos in the Runaway Railway, especially during the pre-show. But you can find your own blueberry pie at the Trolley Car Cafe Starbucks for $5.49. It even comes served on a Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway printed themed parchment paper. Visit our site for a full review of this pie. Spoiler alert, it's really good. Disney has revealed that a sneak peek of the new live-action Mulan is coming to Disneyland, Hollywood Studios, and the Disney Cruise Line beginning March 20th. In addition, a new sequence theme to the film will be added to the Disney Movie Magic Show when it returns to Hollywood Studios on Friday, March 13th. An interesting rumor is the removal of complimentary bread at select table service restaurants at the Walt Disney World Resort. The first reports of the discontinued bread service came from Coral Reef, where cast members were informed and were telling guests yesterday that the lack of bread was due to it being slowly phased out of some restaurants. The general manager of the restaurant said that all table service restaurants at EPCOT were no longer serving bread with your meal as of Sunday. Cast members at Mama Melrose's at Hollywood Studios also confirmed that there have been talks amongst management to pull their complimentary bread as well. As of today, certain restaurants like Mama Melrose's still have bread, but it's unknown how long it will remain at this point. The situation might also be different when it comes to signature dining restaurants. As we know, the Brown Derby told us they will not be removing theirs. However, cast members at Tony's Town Square Restaurant have confirmed that they have already done away with their complimentary bread and olive oil. It's no longer being offered, but they did add garlic knots you can get for $9 as well. Be Our Guest Restaurant no longer offering complimentary bread with dinner either. With half of the Disney parks closed out of precaution for the coronavirus outbreak and closures possible for the remaining parks, Disney wants to make sure that the parks stay as clean and sanitary as possible to avoid viral transmission. Guests have reported seeing an increased number of hand sanitizer stations throughout Disneyland and California Adventure. There are hand sanitizing stations outside of every counter service restaurant throughout the resort. You may recall last week the Orange County declared a local health emergency over the looming threat of the coronavirus in the area after the first case of infection was reported. The Indiana Jones Adventure in Adventureland at Disneyland celebrated its 25th anniversary this week with the release of 2 brand new T-shirts. On the first, Indiana Jones gives us the creed to live our lives for adventure, fortune, and glory with the idol front and center on the shirt. The Indiana Jones Adventure 25th Anniversary Passholder shirt shows Indy in his famous hat, ready to disarm his enemies with the crack of his whip. Of course, the Indiana Jones Adventure featured prominently on the army green shirt with the opening date of 1995 centered on the back. It seems Luigi and Guido have struck tire gold in Radiator Springs. They're seeing a large expansion for their lucrative Casa della Tires storefront, California venture. We've seen construction going up behind Rollick and Roadsters for some time now, and while first it was attributed to nearby developments for the Avengers campus, it seems like it's being prepped to accommodate new backstage facilities, reportedly for the entertainment department. While scaffolding is still up across the back of the attraction, you'll notice some clever themed elements popping up like curved wires for tires or a sign similar to the Luigi storefront. The construction can be seen from the queue as well as on the ride itself. How this new edifice will be wedged into the land storyline is unknown, but it's clear that the structure will be indelibly tied to Luigi. A full-on refurb is happening at the Cozy Cone Motel next door. The full set of quick-service kiosks is now behind construction walls. As the cones are being repainted and refurbished for future enjoyment. Earlier last week, we noticed that scaffolding had gone up, and then we noticed now in the mornings that the cones are unavailable. According to cast members, every day at noon, they will be opening until this project is complete. And if you go over in the morning, though, you will smell that paint. So that's why they're opening at noon. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And nothing's going to stop us now.